Hey everyone, this video is going to be on something called Zeit Now, and it's something that I think everybody needs to know about. It's really awesome, and I've been using it for a while now and figured, yeah, I just need to do a video on it, show people what it's all about. So the guy who made this, story is he had gone through too many experiences where deployment was just way too hard. So you make an app or you make a site or whatever, come time to deploy, it's like this huge process and so much can go wrong. It's so complicated. And he's like, why can't it just be like you go into the terminal and type now and then it just does it? So that was his idea, and this is the company that he's made to do that. So maybe I'll just do a bit of a demonstration of it first and then we can go over how it works. So here I have a project with my index, and this is all it is. So there's nothing crazy going on here. This is my really awesome project, and it's time for me to put it on the internet. What do? Well, if I go to, well, maybe I'll explain a little bit of what's going on. So if you go to the Now tab on their site, you can get their software on your computer two different ways. You can download the desktop version of it, which I have, so it's right here. You can also npm install it globally. Where is it? Somewhere down here. Oh, I think I need to go to like get started. Oh, yeah. Okay, so somewhere around here it just says, it gives you instructions for installing it globally. It's just npm install -g now, so you could use it on in your terminal. So anyways, I've done that, and I've made an account on here, so I'm logged in as myself. So once you have that set up on your computer, what I can do, so if I type ls, I just have my index.html. If I just type now, that's literally all it takes. So under Orange Man is who I am, and it's deploying on behalf of me, and that's all it took. So it's given me this URL here. It's copied it to my clipboard. So if I copy it and go there, there you go. So my site is on the internet. So it's that fast, really quick. So what is the deal with this? Did I give it this URL? How did it choose that? Well, this is how it works. When you type now, it will automatically deploy it and give you a random, not a random, but like a generated URL. And so this is the name of my project, and then this is like a, I don't know, like some sort of generated string. So the idea is, for someone to like guess this URL is sort of analogous to someone guessing my encrypted password a little bit. It's this is meant to be just like a generated sort of I don't know. It's supposed to be really hard to guess this URL. So even though it's live and out there, this thing right here sort of ensures that people can't, not just anybody can get to it. So I guess, theoretically someone could type this in and get to it, but it's very unlikely. So yeah, and then so if I make some changes, for example, let's just do this. And so I've made some changes. I want to deploy this. Type now again. And it never goes to the same place twice. You notice that it gave me a different URL. So now if I go there, so if I go here, it stays what it is. But if I go to my new spot here, then this is going to be what I just, like my updates, what I just put up there. So you could sort of see this as like staging. If you've been a part of like a company before, typically you have like your staging URLs or whatever, and or your testing or whatever, and then you have like your proper release that goes to your proper URL. So that's kind of what's going on here. Okay, So let's pretend that this is something that I'm really happy with this, and I've decided, okay, I want this to be assigned to like my real address. Actually, before we do that, I should show you, if I do now ls, it's going to show me all of my different deployments. And so I can see a list. This is the first one I did. It's in a ready state. This is the second one I did. And this is a bunch of like other stuff that I've done. So if I really wanted to backtrack and see like an older release, I could just do that. And the state here, you'll notice that some of my stuff is frozen. So if nobody goes to it for a long time, they're just gonna freeze it. And there's ways you can make it not freeze, but it's nice that it tells you your state as well. So this guy is ready to go, and so if anybody hits it, it's gonna load really quickly. Okay, so I'm happy with this. I want to assign it to like a real domain name. So if I do now domain ls, these are the domain names that I have associated with my account. And so I have Gary S. Jennings blog. I don't even know what that is. Let's just check that out. It's nothing. Okay. So why don't we assign my project to this URL? So the way you do that is, let's just do now ls. Or what's in my? Yeah, I need to get my other domains. So let's do now ls. And my most recent one, I'm going to copy this. So now I'm going to do now alias this guy to that. So it's doing its thing, it's making its connections. Okay, cool. So now if I visit this address, if I just refresh it, it points to what I aliased it to. So this is really cool. And this thing right here hasn't changed. Like this still refers to that original project that we pushed up. But the idea is, you type now all the time, it gives you a new URL, a new location. It's like you're staging, and as soon as you like what you have, then you alias it to your proper domain. So yeah, that's kind of a typical workflow. If you're set up with now and you have like your credit card on it and everything, you can do now domains by. This is really nice. Domain, what? Domain. Okay, let's just do now. Oh, I think it's by. Let's just check out the. Yeah. Oh, I had to put the name. Okay, yeah. So now domain by. Let's just say Gary example site.com. So it's going to check for its availability. It's going to say it's $15, which is way too much. I'm going to say no. But you can just buy stuff from your terminal, and then it's going to show up in your now domains, domain ls. It's going to show up right there. And then you can just assign or alias whatever you're doing to that domain. So I don't know, it's just really nice. It's so easy and simple and straightforward. It's really nice. So anyways, hopefully this is kind of inspires you to take a look at it. If you're wondering about pricing, if we go to pricing here, so I'm on the premium, but you can just OSS. This is like open source plan. This is free, so you can check this out. If you just want to figure out how it works, you can just get a free plan and check it out. And then if you want to use domains, I believe you need to have this. I think. But anyways, hopefully this made sense to you and inspires you to check it out. It's really good. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one.